People see the work I do, they say my shit tough. See my customers in public and I get love. Drop it off, it'll be better when you pick up. Grind perfect timing, that's why I'm the tint plug. This is another episode of WetWrk Window Tinting with yours truly, the Tint Plug. Right here, I'm tinting a 2021 Chevy Malibu rear windshield. The process that you're seeing me complete is called heat shrinking. All the fingers and bubbles that you see on the bottom of the windshield are getting heated up and pushed out. This rear windshield has a contour to it. I'm merely making the film match the contour of the window so that when I put the tint on the inside of the window, I don't have to fight a bunch of bubbles. All I have to do is squeegee it out. Right here, what you're seeing me do is using a silver Sharpie to mark the very edge of the window. At the very edge of the window, you'll see small black bubbles. These black bubbles are known as the dot matrix. That is where the window begins and ends. The rest of the window is called frit. So right here, like I said, I'm just using my Sharpie to make sure I get the tip of that window so that when I go to cut it, I can cut on the outside of that line, making sure that I leave no light gaps. If you're leaving light gaps on people's back windshields, you cannot call yourself professional. Window tinting is not tattooing. If you mess something up, you do it again and you get it right. Nothing is permanent. As you see, I'm cutting on the outside of the line, making sure that I get every bit of that window covered. Right here, you see me removing the clear release liner of the film. I'm spraying it down with my slip solution, making sure that it's good and lubricated so I can put the tint on the inside of the window where I need it. It has to be slippery because you don't want it to stick to the window too quick before you put it where it needs to be. A lot of you people don't know what you're doing. That's why you're having a hard time. Just going to bring it to the Tint Plug, man. I know what I'm doing. Been doing this 8 years. Shout out to my customer, Shelton, for getting that inside view of what I'm doing with the back windshield. A lot of people don't get to see that. This is the part that everybody likes, the squeegeeing part. When you squeegee, you want to squeegee in overlapping motions. You want to squeegee everything at least twice. Most rear windshields have defroster lines. These are the lines that you guys see. If you don't prepare it the right way, they'll hold bubbles and air. You got to know what you're doing with this stuff. You also got to make sure you don't scratch those lines off the back windshield or their window will not defrost when it's cold. As I said, overlapping motions, making sure that I get everything done right. You see how all those bubbles just go away when I squeegee? That's because I made sure that the film was contoured perfectly to the window. As I said, I'm a professional. Here I'm doing a rear door. I'm doing the top part of the two-step installation. This is the second part of the two-step installation. I'm removing the clear release liner and then I'm going to lubricate the back side of the film where the adhesive is exposed. Then I'm going to take my Easy Reach Platinum and I'm going to pull that weather stripping back so that I can tuck my film behind it, making sure that I don't leave any light gaps on any edge of the window. Right here, once again, squeegeeing and overlapping motions, ensuring that all the liquid is pushed out as much as possible. A lot of people get mad when they see bubbles in their windows after they get their windows tinted. The adhesive cells have to bond to the glass. You have to give it 2 or 3 days. Now, these bubbles that you see at the bottom of the window, if they're still there, that's a problem. That's a whole nother issue. But when you look in the window, you're going to see adhesive cells, adhesive bubbles. It has to bond to the window. This is a part a lot of people don't show. You have to blade the window. Once again, I am removing the clear release liner, making sure that the film is completely lubricated. I have a great time doing this work. I don't know if you guys can tell. I have an even better time making this content and explaining to you what I do. I can explain it front to back because I'm a professional. Everything that I do has a purpose. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing it for 8 years. Right here, once again, squeegeeing and overlapping motions. Once I get my film where it needs to be. Once again, lubricating the back side of the window. This is the second part of the two-step installation. Now I'm going to lubricate the back side of the film, making sure it doesn't stick before I need it to. I'm going to use my Easy Reach Platinum to pull that weather stripping back to put the film in place, making sure that we have no gaps. Then once again, overlapping motions with the squeegee. This is the part that everybody loves, the finished product. I put 15% on the front windshield, 5% all around the rest of the car, and $220 extra in my pocket. Tint Plug signing out.